is kind of interesting, and I tend to agree with this. Everybody's talking about the pick sixes, and again, they were part of the loss. But the defense was not good. Again, it just has not been what we've expected it to be. They had a 32-31 lead, let them march right down the field and take the lead back. They also had a 90-yard drive and a 93-yard touchdown pass on a 3rd and 11. Tom, when you look at the defense, what have you seen? I think Ward has played really well. They'd be talking about Ward as the best cornerback in football if this team was a playoff team. And I think Garrett has played really well. The guy that concerns me the most is M.J. Emerson. I honestly thought he was on the verge of becoming a Pro Bowl type cornerback, and man, it just has not been there.
You must have heard a conversation I had with Scott Petrak earlier today because that's the guy we singled out was 23. I mean, it looks like they were picking on him last night, and he's kind of getting himself caught up in traffic. There's times where these teams are running these crossing routes and such over the middle, and it feels like Martin gets like taken out in this. It's almost like a young NBA player who's trying to figure out how to get through high pick and rolls and such, and he's just not doing it. And I've been very disappointed in him. His tackling seems to be okay. But by and large, to your point, Dave, other than Denzel Ward, this secondary just has not delivered. I think we've seen some good flashes out of Grant Delpit, who's managed to stay mostly healthy. Juan Thornhill was out again last night. We've seen a lot of rotation between him and Ronnie Hickman. Greg Newsome flashes in moments, but not enough. Rodney McLeod, I think, serves you real well in the locker room as a leader. Obviously, he had a couple touchdowns earlier this year too, so there's been some production there as well. But yeah, this defense and just its inability to not only to stop teams, but they're giving up these huge plays. I did the math earlier. They've now given up 48 plays of 20 yards or more and 12 plays of 40 yards or more. So those are two bad stats right there. And then obviously you give up the 93-yard touchdown. Fortunately for the Browns, they were kind of able to match that, if you will, coming back with the 70-yarder to Judy. But big plays. Didn't get the kind of pass rush I think that they hoped to get last night. Now, and you tip your hat to the Broncos. They did a nice job of having Nix, get the ball out, changing protections for him, what have you, chipping on Myles Garrett, who saw plenty of double and some triple teams again last night. So yeah, but by and large, the defense has been quite a disappointment this year, especially after as good as they were a year ago.